English accent and everything. It's just that I'm studying English, that's why I have this twang. So here it goes. There's this Latin expression that I always loved, and it goes something like this: Quo vadis. That term means, where are you going? It will be the same question I would like to throw on to all of you colleagues. Where are you going? This seminar on Ncbts allowed us to do a little introspection of our journey in the intertwining roads of being public servants. I was fascinated at how DepEd designed a guiding map that defines our struggles in becoming the best teachers that we can be. Remember the TEDP map. The map starts at our entry to the world of education. It started the moment we told ourselves, little convincingly, hey, I want to be a teacher. From that phase, we rode our boats with so many uncertainties. Perhaps, just perhaps, we asked ourselves, quo vadis. After how many years, in my case, after 3 years, we found ourselves seated in this very hall, listening to the brilliance of our school heads and fellow teachers about Ncbts, PSNA, China, nababagay lang sa China for TSNA, BESRA, TEDP, IPPD. Have we learned anything aside from the definitions our articulate facilitators have bombarded us with? I leave that to your conscience. In my simple mind, I have realized the point of all of these: quality education. We as potters of young minds dream of having schools that produce quality products that are well equipped with essential knowledge, useful skills, and positive attitude. It is because of that ambitious dreams that we keep on devising plans to improve our educational system, redesign the curricula, and train the trainers. It was that great doctor who was shot to death at Bagong Bayan who said, the children of today are the future of our fatherland. Allow me to take my own spin on the famous quotation a little. The future of our fatherland lies on the patient hands of those who teach the children of today. For it is a fact that the fall of education is the fall of nation. Quo vadis. What kind of TEDP map do we have as a country filled with great educators? I invite you to take a good look at our country. Look at the government and the politicians that run it. Then we ask ourselves, who were the teachers of these scumbags? Can we not therefore make an assumption that somehow, somewhere, the kind of education that we give our students is the origin of corruption? Please do not raise your brows on me. Just reflect, be honest, and talk to yourself. In my journey as a teacher, have I in one way or another contributed to the origin of corruption? We then think of how we compute grades. We then think of the words we use in front of our students. We then think of how we facilitate NAT, National Achievement Test, for grade 6 and grade 3. We then think of how we accomplish our TTRs. We then think of how we coach our students who join various writing contests. We then think of how we write and carry out our lesson plans. I am new in this service, and believe me, I have discovered a lot of rooms filled with decaying skeletons that a newbie like me is not allowed to say. I even think that a lot of you here know what happened to me before I entered this institution. And I guess all of those will remain in that room filled with foul-smelling skeletons, perhaps forever. As I listened intently to the speakers, I have realized that Ncbts will only be effective if we accept it and live by it wholeheartedly. If we just really listen, we can boldly say that Ncbts is carried out by teachers and school heads with all honesty and with the most sincere intentions. Then just perhaps our country will be salvaged from an imminent doom. Allow me to reiterate the statement of principle of Ncbts. Teachers in all Philippine schools are committed and accountable for providing classroom instruction with results that are manifested in high performance levels in terms of student learning outcomes. Teachers are dedicated to the well-being of the students and communities they serve, taking into account their cultural diversity, group aspirations, and what is valued in education. Ergo, NCBTS aims to address teachers' needs through valid assessment. Addressing the needs will mean a successful institution with competent teachers. How do we start? Accept that something is wrong. Accept that our motivation sometimes leads us to unsound judgment. When we say we are globally competent, it means there is no one to compete with but ourselves. Competition is good, but it is not what we need in these times of educational downhill. Sad to say, DepEd sometimes gauges excellence through competitions. And so a lot of us here would do just about anything to win. We invent papers. We permit our students to deliberately cheat by asking them to memorize piece what they did not write, that they did not write. We coach our students in answering the NAT. Well, seemingly we can blame ourselves because if we are not to do that crime, then our district will suffer. It will be outshined by the other districts. We know deep within our hearts that the validity of those instruments is gravely confounded, and so the results are invalid, needs are not determined, growth is undoubtedly hampered. My dear colleagues, NCBTS signifies a new dawn in the face of DepEd. Let us give it a chance by living up to its ideals. Let us give it a chance by embracing changes and lighting once more the fire of idealism in our hearts. Remember the very first day you entered the gates of your school. Remember the day you said, yes, I want to be a teacher. Remember the day when you were still so hopeful and so determined to make this world a better place to live in. Think of NCBTS TSNA China as a clear message that God sent from us. Teachers, all is not lost. There is still hope. You can still do something. Will NCBTS be successful? Teachers, Quo Vadis. Thank you.